Minister, I sat in this chamber last night and watched your colleagues in Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and Lowry Independent Group vote against the Sinn Féin bill that would have permanently banned water charges. And in my few short months in this House, I've seen Minister after Minister duck questions about a referendum on public ownership of water. Water must be protected as a public good in our Constitution. The crisis in our water services is not just a national scandal, it is a daily reality for families and businesses across Waterford. Uisce Éireann's failures are a direct result of this government and its predecessors' neglect, underfunding and refusal to take accountability, especially in rural towns and rural areas. We see it in my own constituency, in Lismore, with its outdated and crumbling water supply, and in Bunmahan, with its inadequate sewage system. And indeed, I could give you a litany of similar failures from across Waterford, and I imagine colleagues across this House could do the same for their own constituencies. Homes, businesses and schools are frequently left without water with no notice. Water quality is often impacted, sewage systems are gone far beyond capacity, and house building is being delayed, again in towns and villages, country areas up and down this state. In Waterford, we have seen boiled water notices, ageing infrastructure and treatment plants operating beyond what they can manage. Families cannot trust what comes out of their taps. The government claims it supports investment, but the truth is stark. Uisce Éireann does not have the capital funding needed to fix these problems. They have begged for more resources, but this government refuses to commit. Meanwhile, planning delays caused by chronic understaffing are holding up vital projects. This is not incompetence, it's a choice. But let's be clear, Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil still have not abandoned their obsession with water charges, and that is why we need that referendum to finally take water services out of private hands and keep them in public ownership. We need to see proper funding for Uisce Éireann to end capacity constraints. We need to invest more in infrastructure, and this is your chance. Statutory requirement for transparency, including regular reporting to councils and the Oireachtas. And I say this as a public representative who has experience here in this chamber and as a councillor. The level of engagement, the level of democratic oversight is simply not there with Uisce Éireann. We need to see an end to planning bottlenecks and the proper resourcing of on board Planola and Uisce Éireann, and we need to hold that referendum. And I ask you, Minister, here, as part of this debate, to commit to holding that referendum. This government has left Uisce Éireann under-resourced, unaccountable and unable to deliver.
Deputy Miracle.